Votes yes.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
Good morning, everyone. Court is in session. This is 36th District Court Specialty Court docket. I'm Judge Shannon A. Holmes. I am the presiding judge on this morning for Specialty Court docket. I see that we have at least one individual on my docket, and I'm glad I heard the conversation before. Nobody told me to prepare myself, and you all know I don't do well, but I'm gonna do well this morning. I'm gonna surprise all of you all on a Friday. All right, please keep in mind that we are in our virtual courtroom, and it is aired live by way of YouTube. Oh, now, Miss Leonard, you're not coming on here this morning in your bedroom. We're not going to do that. And so we are in court. We're in court, and we're airing live by way of YouTube. And so what that means is that the rest of the world can tune in and look at this. I'm gonna turn off Miss Leonard's camera till she get herself together, y'all, because I'm not gonna do that. All right. And so somebody's in the hospital. That's why they are in the bed and appear to have on bed garments. And that is acceptable, certainly, for this court. However, everyone else, you must dress as if you are in court. Make sure that your camera is positioned so that I only see your face and I don't get to see anything else that's going on. So that way we won't have any issues. If you are occupying a dwelling with someone and they may pass in front of the camera, please make sure that you tell them we are airing live by way of YouTube. And so they want to be dressed appropriately as well. I'm going to ask everyone to please make sure that you mute the device that you're using on this morning so that we can keep out any background noises. With that, I am going to say good morning first to the courtroom staff. Good morning, Ms. Drew. Good morning to anyone who's working in the courtroom on this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
All right. Also, good morning, Miss Wilson. Good morning. It's Friday. Glad to see you. I see a little bit of you, but that's good. I know you're here. All right. Wonderful. And then at this time, I'm going to have the attorneys place your appearance on the record. Mr. Reed, if you would start off.
Yes. Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, drug court defense attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all of my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Reed. I can see you. I can hear you. And I'm granting your motion.
Thank you, Judge.
All
Good
right.
morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894. I would too make a similar motion.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Fikes. Your motion is granted. I'll now have the specialty court team place their appearances on the record. Mr. Morgan, let's start with you.
Good morning, Your Honor, to you and your staff. Monday Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Morgan. And then Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of 36th District Court, Sobriety Court, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, drug court case manager on behalf of the probation department.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And Miss Robs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Miss Robs. With that, we're ready to get started. Mr. Fikens, I believe Miss Leonard is on this morning. I had to turn her camera off. We staffed her case on yesterday. Did you all find out anything different with respect to the status of Miss Leonard's payment?
Your Honor, if I can speak on that?
Yes, you may.
Yes, Your Honor, I did. I was able to go on the first floor and try to see what I could come up with. Long story short, we do have some good news. As of yesterday, all of her full payment has been applied.
Wonderful. All right, Miss Drew, are you able to tell me if this was pursuant to I can't remember, if it was pursuant to a delayed sentence?
Okay, then I'm checking right
for
now,
Kelly
Judge.
Leonard.
This was not, let me make sure, let me go up.
And
This
I
was
can
not
answer.
pursuant to a delayed sentence. This was a guilty plea, Judge.
All right, wonderful. So now I'm going to call case number 0655100581 for Kelly Leonard. Ms. Leonard, if you have dressed appropriately for court, I'm going to ask you to turn on your camera. If not, I'm going to move on to my next case.
You disabled the camera. I can't cut it back on.
I know I just said I'm going to ask you to turn on your camera, so give me a second. I'm going to send that request to you. Thank you so much. There you go. You should have it at this time. All right. Good morning, Ms.
Ma'am.
Leonard. State your name for the record.
Kelly Leonard.
All right, Ms. Leonard. I don't know if you heard, but Mr. Yancey indicated that your payment has been received. And so you are all good. Your matter is closed. She does not have any other outstanding matters at 36th District Court. Is that correct, Ms. Drew?
That is correct, Judge.
Wonderful. Ms. Leonard, I think you already, on a prior visit, gave the clerk the appropriate address for you. We'll make sure that you get
Yes.
your closing information. Hold on to it, okay?
Thank you very much. And I do apologize. That was a caftan. I wear it outside. It wasn't a nightgown or anything.
Well, it looks like a robe, ma'am.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's a
All
caftan. I'm so sorry. I just put a different sweater on. I'm so sorry.
right. See, but you still got
Thank
your man
you.
taken care of. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you, team. You too. Thank you all for getting that resolved. All right. With that, I'm ready to call the docket. Let's see. I have up next, I'm going to go ahead and call Mr. Davis's case. Mr. Davis is on my docket this morning. Mr. Davis, if you could unmute your device for me. I have the following matter for you. U26887015. State your name for me, Mr. Davis.
James Davis.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, this matter is scheduled this morning. Attorneys for an arraignment on the bench warrant, how are you proceeding?
Your Honor, both Mr. Reed and I had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Davis. Yeah, I noticed that he's in a hospital room. He's for an arraignment. I know he wants to take care of this matter, but I would ask at this point in time, I didn't delve into his medical condition. I don't want to live to do that.
Right.
So I would ask, Judge, that we enter a not guilty plea at this time, set this matter for a pretrial. That will afford me an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor, see if this matter can be worked out. At that point, if we can bring Mr. Davis back, talk to him about what direction he wishes to go in this matter, and I think we can resolve it.
All right, wonderful. So Mr. Davis, a not guilty plea will be entered on your behalf. I am going to schedule this matter for a pretrial. Mr. Ficus, can I schedule it for next week, Friday?
I think so, Your Honor, and I think that comports. Mr. Davis, you'll probably be home by that time. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
If there comes a problem, sir, please call into the court. Let us know in case something else happens. But thank you, Judge. We appreciate that help.
All right, wonderful. I am scheduling the pretrial for May 21st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Davis, I hope that you feel better. Write that date down for me. Yes, sir.
I do have a question. I don't even know what I'm being charged for on this case.
We will
Okay,
talk about that, sir.
you'll talk about it with your attorney. It was failure to have a group card. At least that's the allegation, dealing with a sexually oriented business. And so you can talk with Mr. Fikens about that when you come back next week, Friday at 8:30, okay?
Okay.
All right, take good care of yourself, sir, and I'm glad you showed up for court this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right, take care. All right, let's keep going. I have the next case is Ms. Sykes. Oh, I don't see Ms. Sykes on camera, so I'll keep moving. Miss Ellis, if you could unmute. Good morning, Alice J. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, Miss Zacher. All right, Miss Ellis, I have the following matter for you, 806-6081. State your name for the record, Miss Ellis.
Deja Ellis.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
I am doing very well, Miss Ellis. We had the opportunity to staff your case on yesterday, and Miss Cleveland reports that you are doing very well. How are you feeling about working the program so far?
I'm feeling really good about it.
Okay, tell me what that's about. What feels good about it?
Just that it's helping keep me on the right track and keeping me from, being in bad habits that I used to be in before.
All right, very good. Are you at work today?
No, I'm at my appointment for the Detroit Recovery Project.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And you still down in for court. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. So you're taking care of business, right, Miss Ellis?
Yeah.
All right. Any issues that you need to report that maybe we can help you with?
No, not really. But I did have a question. So I still have to pay my fines and fees through money order?
I want you to talk with Miss Cleveland about setting up how to pay, okay?
Okay.
All right, Miss Cleveland will give you instructions because we have a couple of things going on because we're in the midst of a pandemic. And
Yeah.
so until everybody gets their shot, fully vaccinated. All right, that's my public service announcement. And so Miss Ellis, get with Miss Cleveland. She'll show you or tell you how you can get your payment to us, okay?
Okay.
Are they treating you well at Detroit Recovery Project?
Yes.
They are very good. What do you think about the services you're receiving there so far? How do you feel?
I really like it. I do group once a week, and then I get my own individual therapy sessions on Fridays. So I really like it.
Very good. Very good. You taking good care of yourself, Miss Ellis?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. You have any other questions for the court this morning?
Do you know when it would be possible if I could get my restricted license? Because that's like been an issue of having like rides.
Okay, and so Miss Cleveland, I know that last time she came in, Miss Davis is not here for, oh, I'm sorry, not Davis. Miss Ellis, she has a charge that I'm certain has impacted her driver's license. And I believe that I did ask if someone could look at or get the SOS for her. Did that happen, Mr. Reed? I see you shaking your head.
Judge, I believe she has to go through us in order to get her restricted license. And we talked about, because of the time factors with the Secretary of State, we might put in our recommendation earlier rather than later because of the delays. So whenever the court is ready to make that recommendation, I would concur and agree that we
Right,
allow
because
it.
it's going to take some time with the Secretary of State. So Ms. Cleveland, where are we? Did you determine her eligibility?
I'm in contact. Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for sobriety court. I'm sorry, I missed on putting my name on the record. I'm in touch with Mr. Hansor, who is our contact, and we are engaged in the process for Miss Ellis and some of our other clients. So we've been emailing back and forth about it.
All right, so Ms. Ellis, I'm gonna need you to pack a little patience, and you have been so far. I want to encourage you to continue to be patient. It is a process. Usually, I don't even recommend anyone for a restricted license until they have been with us for 4 to 6 months. You are fairly new to this program. The only reason I'm doing the recommendation, if you're indeed, in fact, eligible, is because it may take 4 to 6 months for the Secretary of State to process that restricted license request, okay? So you'll have to be patient. Until then, I want to encourage you, no driving until you have a valid license, okay?
Okay.
All right, because you're in problem solving court, and if we're trying to solve problems and you out there creating problems, that's not gonna work out well, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Morgan, was there something you wanted to say?
Judge, I did run a SOS sobriety court eligibility hit on SOS. She is eligible for a restricted license through our specialty court. So now we can start the process.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. And so it should take right at that probably that 3 months that I usually require them to be with us 3 to 4 months, or not even 3 to 4, 4 to 6 months, I'm sorry, before I even consider recommending. So hopefully you're gonna get an answer fairly soon. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, other than what was reported on yesterday, has anything changed?
No, Your Honor, aside from the fact that I am starting to get documentation from her therapist, so I will be able to report that in staffing.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Ellis, congratulations. A good report. You're working the program. You're new to the program. I believe I talked to you when you first came into the program, and you got your orders from the court as to what you needed to do. Keep up the good work. Be safe, and we're working on that restricted license for you. Mr. Morgan has already started the process. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. And Miss Ellis, just be safe. I like that mask that you're wearing. You look good. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Miss Ellis.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, Miss Ellis. I will see you on May 28th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
All right, and it'll be on Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, good to see you. Keep up the great work you're doing. I don't think Mr. Fikens had an opportunity to address you. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that. Ms. Ellis, you are doing a great job, and you hit the ground running, and that's great. Keep up the great work. We are proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Take care, Miss Ellis. Have a good weekend and be safe, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'm ready on Miss Zacher. Miss Zacher, if you can unmute for me. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. I have the following matter for you, case number U-534-45519 for Christy Zacher. State your full name for the record.
Christy Zacher.
All right, good morning again. Before I start your case, there is an attorney that's on, and I think, do we have an intake for today?
New intake, Miss Hess. Miss Hess is representing.
All right, and so attorney, it looks like attorney Haddad, good morning to you. That's okay. I don't like to have attorneys just sitting and waiting.
Oh, no, I wasn't
And
trying.
you got on early, so
Hey,
yeah,
Judge.
good morning.
Hey, Judge. Yeah, I got a message from Ms. Drew, and I was just trying to reply, but I guess I replied to everybody. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. And so you are representing your client today for acceptance into our specialty court?
Yes, ma'am. That's what we're hoping to do.
All right. Do you need time in the breakout room with your client?
You know what? The only thing, we haven't received the PSI, so I do believe I would need that emailed, and then I can speak to her about it over the phone even, and that'd be fine.
All right. Who
I'm working on that for you, Your Honor, to get the attorney the PSI, so I'm on top of attorney Haddad.
All right, very good. And that was Mr. Morgan, our coordinator. And so as soon as he has that, you all let me know. Ms. Hess's case is scheduled next. And so if she's not ready, we'll continue to go. And then when you all are ready, just let me know. Okay.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Let's go back to Ms. Zacher. Ms. Zacher, how are you doing? You're smiling, you look good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How are you doing, Ms. Zacher?
You know, Your Honor, I'm doing really, really good. Everything just seems to be falling into place, and I'm just so grateful for everyone in my life today.
Yes, you're back home.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how's that
back
working
home? Out? It's working out good. On Mother's Day, I went and I got me 2 birds. 2 little finch birds in a nice cage, so I'm not so lonely. And
Look at you.
Yeah, so, you know, they just chirp and chirp and chirp. So, you know, there's noise around the house when I'm home. So it feels good just to have, something or someone to care for there.
Very
Since I'm
good.
not a mother, and since I'm not a mother, it felt like a good time to have, something in my life on Mother's Day. Just felt nice to do something for myself.
Good for you, Ms. Zacher. Some positive things to address
Yeah.
loneliness. I wish we had a courtroom full this morning. There are positive things that you can do. Absolutely. All right. I heard you got a new job.
I did. And, I was even blessed with that opportunity. I just had a friend call me out of the blue and ask if I was looking for work. And she gave me her boss's number. And once I mentioned my experience, he hired me over the phone and told me to go drug test, take a physical, and come to orientation. I didn't even fill out an application.
And
I've
you
been there
got the job.
Just like that, I still to this day never filled out an application. I've been there for a week. He took me off I'm a press operator at a very nice professional automotive assembly plant. He's already taken me off of the position I was hired for, training me to run the robotic machine and how to problem solve it and, to figure the robot out. And already talking about making me a lead position. So within a week. So hard work pays off, just when you're doing the right thing.
It does, Ms. Zacher.
In that position, when he hired me in the company, I'm already making over about $1.50 an hour more than I was making at the last company.
Look at you.
Yeah, so everything's, it's just working out. And I just feel like, when you try to wrong your right or right your wrongs or however that saying goes, you just try to do the right thing, especially when you've done wrong and you're genuinely sorry, it makes a difference.
Yes, it makes a difference. Ms. Zacher, you're taking better care of yourself. You look better today.
I didn't have much time to get ready this morning, so I don't feel prettier, but I feel better as a person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel more energetic every day. I feel less stressed. I don't even come home from work tired. I feel like there's less anxiety in my life. I guess I'm just living each day with a grateful heart and a blessed heart, having a more positive outlook on everything in my life.
Yes. And so you said you didn't have time to do all the things you would normally do to get ready. That lets you know beauty starts on the inside.
Yeah.
It starts on the inside and then it radiates to the outside, right? So even when we can't put our lashes and our makeup and all of that stuff on, we can still be beautiful because of what's on the inside of us. Because you look great today. You absolutely look beautiful. Your skin is glowing. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something. And that shows you're doing something to work on the inside.
You know what I'm doing different is I'm just not rushing myself for every moment of the day anymore. I actually take the time to moisturize my face and brush my teeth. I'm not feeling like I have to rush at everything anymore. I'm just taking everything at a calm, slow pace.
Yeah.
I'm taking 3 hours. I'm doing 3 hours a day in the intensive outpatient, and I'm actually, taking their advice on their coping skills, like on how the container treatment. If you get a little bit of anxiety, we tap for like 20 seconds, and it focuses your brain on, different things to do. And so I'm trying to apply these things I'm learning, and it does help, believe it or not.
It does. It does. It's called mindfulness.
Yeah, well, Your Honor, I just have a history of repeating, these same patterns over the years, and I honestly just want it to stop. I'm trying to do things different.
And so, as long as you get up every day and give it a good try, Ms. Zacher, you're going to do it. Give it a good try. And I'm so proud of you.
Your Honor, I want to just say a special thanks to LSJ, because when I got out of treatment, I had 8 days to try to figure out how to come up with my rent money. And she went above and beyond, and she made it happen for me. Her and her organization took care of that for me. And I just want to say a special thanks for all she does.
Alice J., you know how we feel about you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was very important to Ms. Zacher to return home. Thank you. What do you have to tell us about Ms. Zacher?
She got her pet. Go ahead.
Yeah.
we had to talk about that. It was Zachary is doing great. And, you know, I'm always, you know, just grateful just to be in the girls' lives and helping them and just being a part of their lives. I always love talking to them. She's doing great. She ain't, we got to work on that, that feeling of, you know, her thinking that everything was her fault. You know, it is what it is. The past is the past, but we're gonna get there. And we've been doing a group. She comes to group, she calls in, she checks in with me. If she has a problem, she reaches out and we try to problem solve. And that's basically all I can ask for.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for the work that you all do through Neighborhood Legal Services. And so, you know, we appreciate everything. All right. Miss Robs, what do you want to tell me about Miss Zacher?
Thank you, Your Honor. As you indicated, Your Honor, we were able to staff Ms. Zacher's case on yesterday. And as she reported, Your Honor, she is doing well, as well as Ms. Alice J. reported, she is doing really well. She is compliant, Your Honor, with her testing at JAMS, and she also tests at community care 1 time a week. She is employed. She did, as she indicated, she's employed. She's completed, Your Honor, her ARMS program, her 100 AA meetings, 40 hours of community service. Her balance is paid in full. And she just overall is doing really well. I have no issues to report on at this time, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mrs. Zacher. Good report. Look great. You sound good. You have a good attitude. Congratulations on those Mother's Day birds. When you said you received a couple of birds, I flashed back to my childhood when I had a couple of parakeets, and they're the best pets in the world, parakeets and goldfish. Be safe. Keep up the good work. You're working the program. Thank you, Ms. Zacher.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Zacher, we're very proud of you. You really turned yourself around. You did it. You did the hard lifting. You did the heavy work. You
Yes.
should be proud of yourself because we're proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Zacher, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No questions. I just like to ask that I can stop. You can stop the court billing for the JAMS. I like to pay for my own testing now that I'm employed. I asked for 30 days, but I don't need the 30 days. I'd like to take my responsibility and do my part.
Did you all hear this? I don't think we've ever had anybody in the years that I've been here ask, court, we don't want you to pay. I saw Mr. Morgan, do you hear this? Ms. Zacher, of course we will stop billing the court and have you pay for your own test. Look, all of the case managers came on like, who's talking?
I appreciate the time you helped me when I was in need.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We should have had a courtroom full for real this morning. Thank you, Ms. Zacher, because somebody else will need that assistance. And so we only have so much to give. And so thank you for taking responsibility and doing what you need to do and making a sacrifice. Say that all the time. That problem solving court is about sacrifice, accountability, and discipline. And Ms. Sykes is driving me absolutely nuts this morning because she's all over the place. All right. And so, Ms. Zacher, thank you for making that sacrifice. I appreciate you. And so with that, all right, Miss Robs, when do you have Ms. Zacher coming back? She's on track and we are happy about it. Before you give me that date, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Zacher. She's on track, she looks good, she feels good, and she's doing a great job. Congratulations, Ms. Zacher. Congratulations to you. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, Ms. Robs, what's that return to court?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Ms. Zacher for May 28th, 2021 for a face-to-face at 9:30 a.m.
All right, very good.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys for everything. Okay.
All right. Take care, Ms. Zacher. Have a safe weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. All right, Miss Sykes, are you ready? Mr. Griffin?
Yep, I'm ready.
You sure?
Well, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. I have the following for Edwina Sykes. You 262-632-15 and you 995-783-13. State your full name for me, Miss Sykes.
Edwina Sykes.
All right, Miss Sykes, how are you this morning?
I'm doing pretty good.
You doing pretty good?
Yeah, I went to the doctor yesterday. Guess what I found out? I'm not even legally blind. She said I'm borderline legally blind.
Look at you, Miss Sykes. Now you understand that when you are taking care of yourself and staying on track, that not you take better care of your physical self, right?
Yeah.
When you're not out there. You take better care of your physical self, don't you?
I do now.
Yes, you do. I see you have your lashes going this morning. I see you blinking. She want me to say something about those lashes, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a shout out. I see your lashes.
And my red, my all red.
I see you in your red. She knows that red is my sorority color, one of my favorite colors. I see you. You have your hair done. Look at you, Miss Sykes. When you are not out there.
At G3 that do hair. I showed her how to do it. We was just joking, and she really did it.
And she really did it. Miss Sykes, when you are not out there, you take so much better care of yourself. And don't you feel better?
Yeah, actually I do.
You feel better? All right.
Yeah.
What are you doing day to day to work on you, Miss Sykes?
I just got back here I got back here Tuesday. Just going to group. I didn't go to group yesterday because I had a doctor's appointment. But I'm trying to get in where I fit in. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing other than group. I was supposed to meet with this lady, a therapist, but she didn't call me back. So I think Mr. Griffin gonna hook me up with something else to do.
Yes. And so we talked about your case in staffing yesterday. And so I'm glad that you're back at Positive Images, but look, I don't want you with just a lot of free time on your hands. I want you to spend your time working on you. That's what I want from you. Okay. And so Mr. Griffin is going to get with Positive Images and come up with some programming to address where you are right now in this phase of your recovery journey. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We want to prepare you for life after court, Miss Sykes. I don't want to just get you through the program. I need you to get through the program and be able to be stable and clean and sober and in recovery for a lifetime. Okay. Able to take care of yourself, able to function on your own. Those are things that are important to me that you be able to do even after you leave us. How does that sound to you?
It sounds good. I want the same thing.
You want the same thing. Oh, we on the same page. Look at us, Miss Sykes. We on the same page. All right.
Look, I'm getting my mouth did. I got some of my teeth pulled. I need oral surgery, but ain't nothing open. All the hospitals, I can't get an appointment till like July. But when I get my mouth right, everything is gonna be all good. I just know it is.
It is. But while we're waiting on July, let's make sure we get you right on the inside. Okay.
Okay.
To working on you. All right, Miss Sykes?
Okay.
I have your commitment to stay put and to work on you?
Yes, ma'am, you do.
All right,
I'm not gonna mess up no more.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm not gonna mess up no more.
Look, Miss Sykes, none of us are perfect. But here's the thing. This is what I love about you. Even when you mess up, somewhere we tapped into you. You see the value in you. You're willing to get back up, dust yourself off, and get back on that path of recovery. I love that about you. Don't give up on you. You can't give up. We're not giving up. You see, we haven't given up, Miss Sykes. You see, we have.
I see.
You've been with us a long time. You have pushed all my buttons. Every button there is to push for Judge Holmes, Miss Sykes has pushed it. But we have not given up on you, and we're not going to. So look, I'm glad you're back on track. I want you to stay there, okay? Work hard to stay there.
Oh,
all right.
All right, thank you.
Alice J, have you met with Miss Sykes? Have you had any conversations with her?
Yeah, we had a couple conversations, but she was at the facility, so we really couldn't do a one-on-one. I need you to send me a text, Miss Sykes, because we got a couple things we doing this weekend, this month as a group that I'm sure you would like to be a part of.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it on I even saw it when I was over there, but they wouldn't let me go because a lot of ladies wanted to deal with you, but they wouldn't let us. But I saw something that came up this morning, but I didn't get a chance to see what it was.
Okay, send me a text so I can put you in the group.
Okay, Miss Sykes? All right. All right. Thank you, Alice J. All right, Mr. Griffin, other than what we talked about in staffing yesterday, and you know the things that the court has asked to be done with respect to Ms. Sykes, is there anything else to report?
No, Your Honor. I had a conversation with Ms. Sykes, so she fully understands what we are trying to do, and I will follow up with that with her. But other than that, Ms. Sykes knows what she has to do. The bigger thing with Ms. Sykes, she needs to stay out of her own way, and she knows that she gets in her own way. So she just follow the process. She's going to be all right. I'm glad that she did have some contact with Alice J, and I want her to continue to do that. And so we will follow up on the other services, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you want to add? Is that my officer I see? Oh, okay, good morning. Welcome to 36th District Court. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Yes, Judge, thank you.
Sometime. Go ahead, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Sykes, good to see you. You look good, you sound good. I know you're in a good place, and you know how to work the program. We believe in you. We have a lot of faith in you, and I know you're going to do the program the right way. Just be safe and work the program, Ms. Sykes. Thank you.
I am. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Sykes, you're looking great today. You're doing it. You're getting the job done. Keep up the great work, ma'am. We are proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Sykes, do you have any questions?
Nope.
All right. Ms. Griffin, when do you have Ms. Sykes coming back?
Your Honor, she'll be coming back on June the 4th at 8:30 a.m.
All right, Ms. Sykes, did you get that?
Yep, June the 4th, 8:30.
At 8:30, yes, ma'am. All right,
Okay,
I'll see you then.
All right.
Take care, have a good weekend. Make sure you connect with Alice J, okay?
Yep, I'm finna text her now.
All right, wonderful. Take care, Ms. Sykes.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning, Attorney Pearlman. I don't see Ms. Mills yet.
Morning,
She hasn't
Judge.
joined us, and as soon as she does, we'll be ready to proceed, okay?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Are we ready on the intake for Cassandra Hess? Are we ready, counsel?
Not yet, Judge. We're still going over the PSI. We're almost done. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Just let me know. I'll keep moving.
Thank you. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay. All right, Alice J. I don't think we have any more people. There may be a few people. I think that Ms. Mills is someone that probably could benefit from being connected with Alice J. And so we'll let you know that whoever the case manager, if she's allowed to continue in the program, we'll make sure we get that information and connect the two of you. But I think she's someone that you could help. I know you could help. And so, but she's in the Wayne County Jail. So there's still a little bit of work that we need to do. And then also, yeah, that's it. That's it on the list this morning.
All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right,
Thanks
take
for having
care.
me.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe. All
I
right,
will.
very good.
I'm gonna text you, Ms. Holmes.
Yes, please do.
All
Please
right.
do. All right. All right, I am ready on, I believe that's Mr. Wilson in the courtroom. Is that correct? Lavone?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so let me apologize to the courtroom staff and to the team. As you all know, I traveled last weekend, and even though I am fully vaccinated, I felt that I was responsible to keep you all safe to get a COVID test. And so I thought they said that it would be back. I had to wait a couple of days after my return before I would take the test. And so I took it. They said it would be in 24 to 48 hours. And so that would have allowed me to come back to work on today, and it did not happen. And so I'm still awaiting those results. While I'm sure that I'm good, I want to be responsible because I care about you all, and I certainly wouldn't want to bring something back to the office. And so that's the only reason why I'm not physically in the office today. I generally do not have people come into court, and I am not physically there. I don't ask you all to do things that I'm not willing to do. So I thought that this morning it would be there in my chart. It wasn't there. And so that's why I'm still at home until I get that clear. All right, with that, are we ready to proceed on Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson is an absconder. I'm gonna tell you, he shocked me that he even showed up this morning. Even though I told him in all likelihood, he's going to the Wayne County Jail. That may actually give me a little bit of pause about how to respond to his being an absconder. And so I see y'all looking at me and smiling. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Y'all can have facial expressions. Y'all better not send me no chats, no text messages, no nothing. All right. And so are we ready to proceed on, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, yeah, and I don't know if the attorneys need to talk to him or not or whatever, but we did staff the case yesterday, and we did have some recommendations. I don't know if you want to move forward. Yeah.
Y'all had some recommendations.
Judge, I agree with Mr. Griffin. We did staff the case. I did get an opportunity to talk to Mr. Wilson in the breakout room earlier this week. And as staffing, I placed my recommendation on the record with the team, and it hasn't changed, Judge. I still have the same recommendation.
All right. Ms. Drew, are you able to pull the case numbers for Mr. Wilson? Because I know he's in warrant status, so he does not appear on my docket. Wait, let me make sure. Yo, he does. He does. Does he have any other outstanding matters at 36th District Court? If he does, make note of it, because when he comes back, I'd like to address those issues, and with one judge. Okay, so I have the following matter for Mr. Wilson, Z8070501. Mr. Wilson, please state your full name for the record.
LaVon Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson. I'm gonna tell you this morning, yesterday when I staffed with them and they gave their recommendations, I said no to all of them. At least in my mind, I might have said it out loud in staffing, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't know anybody who has ever showed up at 36th District Court when I have said to them out of my mouth to their ears that in all likelihood you go into the Wayne County Jail, but you did show up. And so you know what that says to me, Mr. Wilson, that you really want to get back on track. Am I right about it?
Right.
All right. Are you willing to do what it takes to get back on track, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
All right, including working the program so that you can get the help that you need?
And what options do I have?
I can't hear you. Say it again.
So I don't have no other options, correct?
Oh, you always have options. Life is full of options. You have before you, Mr. Wilson has an OWVI. You can go to the Wayne County Jail for up to 90 days. You can also serve your time for being an absconder. So you'd probably be there about 3 or 4 months. So you have options, or you can say, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. And because I know that I have an issue with respect to alcohol that has caused me to drink and make horrible decisions, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to work the program. And then that way I can get the help I need and I'll be a better person for the rest of my life. So you always have options.
So restart the program over?
Yes, because you didn't work the program, sir. You weren't with us even 60 days.
30 days, Your Honor.
You did 30 days and you didn't even do anything in those 30 days. You walked away after 30 days.
the program, Your Honor.
You don't want to work the program?
No, I'd rather just get it took off, get it off of it.
Wow. Okay. Well, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, that's his choice. I can't make him choose anything different. I mean, the help is available to him. I can't make him choose anything different.
Yeah, if I might speak, Your Honor, I know I'm probably cutting off Mr. Reed, but sir, the only thing I can tell you is that, you know, the program can work if you want it to.
I know I need the help and I wanted the help, but like, I mean, the program was like extreme, man. I didn't take care of my kids to do the stuff that I was saying.
How do you know it's extreme? You were only with us 30 days. What did you do?
I had to go drop 4 days a week and like
Not true.
The commute and all that stuff. I did it. I was calling that number. I like, you know, I had to call the number for the colors, and I would be in there 3 times a week. I got to get rides to that and all that stuff. It was a tough. It was a challenge. It was. I can't lie.
And don't you think that it would be a challenge to you, sir, when you pick up a drink and you get behind the wheel of a car and you harm somebody's loved one, or you harm yourself, and now your kids have to know that you're going to be in prison for anywhere from 5 to 7 years, or you're going to be at the morgue and they're going to have to identify your body and put you 6 feet under? You don't think that's a challenge?
You're absolutely correct.
Wow, that's pretty selfish of you. That's pretty selfish of you, instead of getting the help that you need. First of all, Mr. Reed, I'll let you speak to him, but here's the thing. There is nothing in that program. Hold on. There's nothing in the program that we ask individuals to do where we don't work with them to make sure they're able to juggle life, juggle jobs, juggle their kids, juggle their health challenges. We have people that come to us in specialty court from all walks of life. Sir, you weren't even with us long enough to even know how we work specialty court. And so for you to say it's too demanding, that's just selfish of you. And I don't know how to help you with selfishness. That's something that you're gonna have to do for yourself. But you don't even know how the program works because you weren't with us long enough to even know how the program works. But what I will tell you is that the fact that you're okay with drinking and driving and then saying, I'd just rather sit in jail, excuse me, I'm talking, I'd rather sit in jail instead of getting the help that I need, that is amazing to me. That's amazing.
Judge, if I may put on the record and talking to Mr. Wilson, we have close to 200 people working the program, and they're working the program well. It's a good program. When we talked, I thought that you wanted to come back and work the program, and I represent to you now that it would benefit you. It would benefit you in the long run to be a part of this program. We have some good people. We have some good work that's being done. And in the long run, it would help you. It would benefit you. But it's a voluntary program. We don't force anyone to participate in this program. And if you don't want to, that's your decision. I recommend the program. I recommend that you participate in the program. In staffing, I argued for you to participate in the program. But the bottom line is, it's your decision. But I highly recommend that you participate in the program. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Griffin, was there anything you wanted me to know? I'm going to bring this
Yeah.
matter back. Go ahead.
Yeah, Your Honor, I would like to say, if he want to self-terminate, I would like for him to be served with termination papers today. If one of my co-workers can get those paperwork down to him today, and let him serve a sanction until next Friday and see if he have a change of mind. If not, we'll go ahead with the termination on next Friday, Your Honor.
All right. All right. If nothing else, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You have indicated that you want to self-terminate. And so, officer, he will be taken into custody. He'll go to the Wayne County Jail. I will schedule that termination hearing for next week, Friday. And that Friday, next week, Friday, that date is it the 28th?
21st.
Yes. 21st, I'm sorry, May 21st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And so Ms. Drew, let me know when you get that paperwork over to me. I'll get it
Yes,
signed
ma'am.
and I'll see you, Mr. Wilson, next week, Friday, and we'll do sentencing at that time since you're choosing to self-terminate. But I'll still schedule it for a termination hearing at your
Can
request.
someone like explain the program to me again?
You can have a seat in the box. And so if somebody is available to explain the program to him, I'm going to ask that you do so. I'm not certain who's in the office on this morning, but it sounds like, Mr. Wilson, that should have been the first question. Officer, I don't know where you all took Mr. Wilson, but I'm still on the record.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm still on the record.
I apologize.
That's okay. I know y'all trying to move stuff along. All right, I see you. You see me? All right. All right. And so, Mr. Wilson, now it seems like that would have been the first question you would have asked instead of determining that it was so hard, because now you've made a record that you really don't want to do the program. And so the only thing I could recommend, Mr. Morgan, is somebody can go down and explain to him the program. And but he's going to go, I'm not going to do his termination hearing until Friday. He's an absconder. He is going to the Wayne County Jail, and we'll bring this back on the record on Friday of next week. Okay?
Okay,
That's the
thank you.
best
Now,
I
I
can do.
think Mr. Yancey is down there, so maybe he can go over the program with Wilson.
Yeah.
All
And,
right,
and
thank
Mr.
you,
Morgan,
Mr. Yancey.
yeah, and Mr. Morgan, if somebody can do the termination papers and just serve him with them, and then that way on Friday he can have a couple of days to decide what he wants to do.
Okay, thanks.
Okay? All right. Thank you, officer. I'm finished with the case. All right, very good. I know that we are ready on the Hess matter, but I have the Wayne County Jail that's joined us. And so, Attorney Haddad, if you could indulge me just for a moment. Good morning, Ms. Mills. Good morning to you. I'm going to have you unmute, and good morning to the Wayne County Jail staff. You're muted. All right, while she's getting someone to come unmute, I have case number 1406286-501 for Gotti Mills. State your name for me, Ms. Mills.
Gotti Mills.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, who is going to be presenting with respect to Ms. Mills? Let me place on the record, I did receive, I need everyone to mute, make sure you mute your devices for me. All right.
Jail echoing, Judge.
It might be the Wayne County Jail. Okay. So just for the record, Ms. Mills, I did receive a report from the Wayne County Jail, and team, you all should have received it, Mr. Morgan. I think I saw your response as well. And so at this point, I'd like to proceed with what we're doing, or what the direction, the request is asked to Ms. Mills. Let me just understand for the record, Ms. Mills, do you wish to return to the program and work the program?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms.
Yes.
Mills, what's different now? You know, we've been down this road before. You've told me yes. I'm sorry, Ms. Mills. Before I do that, let me have your attorney place his appearance on the record. Counsel, my apologies.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Perlman on behalf of Ms. Mills.
All right, good morning to you. Attorney Perlman, have you seen the report from the Wayne County Jail?
I have not seen the report, but I have spoken to Mr. Griffin, but I've not seen the report.
All right, and so when I say report, I received a message from the Wayne County Jail that the assessment that I requested for Ms. Mills had in fact been done, and that there was no need for the services that, I'm trying to make sure the record, you understand we're streaming live. And so they did not find that she needed the services based on the assessment that they completed. There are some services, however, that they do believe she could benefit from, which are services that we were already offering Ms. Mills when she was in our program. And so, counsel, I need to know what's your recommendation, as well as the case manager, Ms. Mills, has indicated that she wants to work the program. I'm trying to find out what's different, because Ms. Mills was with us before. She was doing so well. She was making some real strides, and I'm not sure what happened, but I'll hear from you at this time, counsel, Mr. Perlman.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are requesting that my client be able to enter back into the program and that she be released today. And additionally, I just wanted to note for the record, Your Honor, the subsequent offense was back in 2019, which was also the year of the incident, the subject offense in this case. Your Honor, since that time, my client has had no police contact. She's actually been, thriving and doing well. And unfortunately, she didn't get back in the program, but I think it was initially because of the concern of the subsequent case that she had caught in 2019, and she didn't want to face that. But almost 2 years have passed, and until she got pulled over for speeding, she hadn't had any police contact. She's been working full time, taking care of her family, and trying to stay on the correct path. No doubt she would benefit greatly from this program. And she has a 1-year-old son, and it's pertinent that she get out as soon as possible. Today, Your Honor, there's some issues with my client. My client has sole physical custody, and the father, who has taken possession of the child, and he's making certain threats, and she's concerned that he may leave the country as he has relatives and his primary family is out of the country. So my client is obviously very, very concerned about that. So for all those reasons, I believe wholeheartedly that she's committed to this and that she won't mess up. She's retained counsel. It shows her commitment, and I believe she's in a different place. She's matured, and we're just asking for another chance, another opportunity. My client's been in custody for almost a month, and that again has impacted her greatly. So I'm just asking for another opportunity, and my client be released and be able to continue the program.
All right, did we hear from the case manager who was doing Ms. Mills' matter?
I am, Your Honor. We did get an opportunity to stuff this case. Glad to hear that the assessment was completed, Your Honor. Even though we know that Ms. Mills was in jail, not because of you, because of the rest of the 2019 case. So if Ms. Mills is willing to come back in the program, Your Honor, I don't have any problem with accepting her back in the program. Far as sanctioning or anything like that, I would leave that totally up to the court. But I would like Ms. Mills to know that upon release, she must immediately contact me so we can get testing set back up, any outpatient treatment, and address, record, and all that taken care of, Your Honor. But far as sanctioning and things like that, Your Honor, I would leave that totally up to the court.
All right, thank you, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge. I would have no objections to Ms. Mills returning to the program. I believe in treatment more than jail. I'd leave the
Somebody's smoking. I'm gonna turn your camera off. All right, go ahead.
I believe in treatment more than jail. If she wants to participate in the program, I would have no objections, Judge, to her being given that opportunity. If she's willing to work the program, no objections at all, Judge, to her returning. As far as the sanction for leaving the program, I believe she has been incarcerated a number of days. I leave it up to the court, Judge, but I believe in treatment more than jail. Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely, and as do I. Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, and so Ms. Mills, you have indicated that you want to work the program. I will tell you that I'm gravely concerned because even while you were in the program, you picked up another drinking and driving related offense. And so that's problematic for me. I realized it was in 2019, but nonetheless, you picked up another one. And so, or you picked up a drinking and driving related offense. And so, but if you want to work the program, Ms. Mills, I believe you can do it. I believe it'll be beneficial to you. And so I want to see you work the program, but I need you to understand that if you walk away again, the sanction council for her absconding is 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I'm gonna hold those days in abeyance. That's what I'm going to do. So that means, Ms. Mills, if you walk away again, you are going to spend 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, just on the front end. Then we'll address what your sanction will be or what your sentence will be going forward. So that means you're going to spend quite a bit of time at the Wayne County Jail if you walk away again. I'm giving you an opportunity to get on track and to do what you need to do. And I know you can do it. How do I know? I've seen you do it before. I've seen you do it. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I have your commitment to do it, Ms. Mills?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. If you are released on today, I need you to contact Mr. Griffin on today so that he can get a good address for you, because he has to verify your address. He has to verify your employment. He has to get you reassessed. He has to get you back into the proper program so that we can help you. Okay?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'm looking at the ROA for her, the other drunk driving case. On May the 5th, she was given a 10% $5,000 bond with a tether. So she probably would need to be tethered before she's released from the Wayne County Jail. So that don't have anything to do with our case, but that was the bond conditions on the other case, Your Honor.
All right. And what judge was that before, Mr. Griffin?
That is Judge, let me see.
It was Judge, I believe it was bound over to Judge.
Is it a felony case or?
Shannon Walker. Shannon
It's a
Walker.
felony case, Your Honor.
It was bound over, it was blind drawn to Shannon Walker.
All right. And so Judge Shannon Walker. All right. And so what will happen is I can't do anything about that tether. So I'm going to change my bond to a $500 personal bond. And then she is to contact Mr. Griffin upon release. And you know how to contact Mr. Griffin, right, Ms. Mills?
Yes.
All right. And
Yep, and
counsel,
her attorney have all my information, Your Honor.
all right, that's what I was going to make sure that counsel has all of your information. So upon release doesn't mean a week after release. It doesn't mean 2 days after release. I said upon release, you need to contact Mr. Griffin so that we can get the ball rolling. And I'm going to give you a return to court date of, I'd like to do next Friday, Mr. Griffin, just to make sure nothing falls through the cracks. Hopefully they can get that tether on you. I have no control over that tether. I don't know what the lineup is for that tether, but you can't be released without it. And that came from the Third Circuit. And so I'll set it for the 21st, your return to court date with me on May 21st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. You will still appear by way of Zoom. So counsel, make sure she knows how to get on at 8:30, because I'm sure the jail's been doing it for her on next week, Friday. Okay?
Will do, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, if
Ms.
I may.
Mills? Yes, go ahead, Mr. Morgan. I think Ms. Mills may have a question.
Okay, thank you, Honor. I'll contact our contact over at the department to see if we can expedite the tether a little bit faster.
Okay.
And if we don't, it's going to take a little longer, but I will make a call on Ms. Mills' behalf, Judge. Even though it's not your tether order, that's kind of what we do in our program, is try to assist our participants. So I will make that call.
All right. I appreciate you, Mr. Morgan. Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right, Ms. Mills, you have a question?
Yes.
You want to say thank you to Mr. Morgan first, because he's going to call and expedite a tether I didn't order.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Morgan. It's highly appreciated.
All right, what's your question?
So there's no way that I can get out and come right back to the tether place?
Oh, I don't have
Come
any
back to
control over
Dickerson?
that. It's not my
Because
tether. I have no control.
they've been saying 3 to 5 days. People have been waiting for 2 extra weeks. And I'm really going through a custody battle with Gautier's dad. The day that I went to court, the police came up here. Tuesday that I seen you, the police came up here and said that he said his son was missing, and the police went to go and pick him up and take him and release my son to him, and they don't even know what's going on. And I'm working with Miss Mary Yancey. She said she knows him, so I'll work with her with the friend of the court. But people been waiting for tether for a very long time.
I understand. Did you hear Ms. Mills? Did you hear Mr. Morgan say he's going to contact someone there to see if they can expedite you. I have no control over tethers. None whatsoever. I will tell you, we've been very kind to the tether people. They might like us a little bit. And so I might still have a favor or two that somebody's willing to do for me. And Mr. Morgan, if you could ask them if they would, that would be wonderful. And so that's all I can do because it's not my tether and I can't change the tether provision, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's what we can do. But keep this in mind, Ms. Mills, when you make decisions, since you're coming back to the program, that you get to make a choice. Once you make that choice, everybody else now has the power and authority to make choices for you. You lose your power of choice when you make a choice that's not good. So that's why in life, you got to make every choice count. Make it a good choice. Every time you have the opportunity to make a choice, make it a good choice. Because then that way, you don't hand over your power of choice to somebody else, like the Wayne County Jail, like the 36th District Court, like the Third Circuit Court, like Judge Holmes, or everybody else, okay? Make a good choice, all right? Going forward, just take that second and say, let me make a good choice so I don't give up my power to choose for myself and for my son, okay?
Yes,
all right.
thank you.
I'm gonna see you on May 21st. I look forward to working with you, Ms. Mills. I'll see you on the 21st. All right. Thank you, Mr. Perlman.
Thank you. Mr. Morgan, may I have your number or can you put it in the chat for me, please? You're on mute.
I'll drop it in there right now.
All right. Very good. All right. Take care.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay, I'm ready on Hess. I'm ready on Hess. Council, everybody's ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. All right. I have the following matter, Z 8067851 for Cassandra Hess. Your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. Ferris Haddad, P71538, on behalf of Ms. Hess, who also joins us via Zoom.
All right. Good morning again, Attorney Haddad. Thank you for your patience on this morning. Ms. Hess, would you please state your name for the record?
Cassandra Hess. Good morning.
I'm sorry?
Cassandra Hess.
All right. Good morning to you. All right.
Good morning.
Ms. Hess, it's my understanding she's here on this morning, Attorney Haddad, to be presented for acceptance into specialty court. Is that your understanding as well?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Yeah.
All right. You've had an opportunity to review the documentation that you found necessary with your client?
Yes, I have. We reviewed the PSI. We have no corrections. We have one update to the PSI.
All right. And I'll let you, what's the update to the PSI?
The PSI states that she has a case pending in Sault Ste. Marie. So last summer, Your Honor, one in June and one in July, about almost 4 weeks apart, she got 2 operating under a high BAC charges. This is one of them. She would just entered a plea. So it said that case was pending, but she did just finally enter a plea in Sault Ste. Marie. So that's the only update, Judge, just to let you know.
So noted, Mr. Morgan, you all make sure that it's updated, that she did enter a plea in Sault Ste. Marie.
Will do, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, counsel, you had an opportunity to go through what is, we call it a contract, but it becomes the court's order. Did you have an opportunity to go through that information with your client?
No, Judge. I only got a PSI in my email. I did not get the contract. I'm sorry. We've been sort of going through a journey trying to get to your courtroom to get to this point, but I haven't gotten anything ahead of that.
All right. Who has the?
I can make sure they have a contract also.
All right. Can you
He's
email
been speaking
that?
to Mr. Yancey a lot this week, so I don't know if they've gone over it.
Okay. Mr. Yancey, he needs to take the time to go over what his client can expect. At least it's just a minimum of what she can expect, understanding that we call it a contract, is actually an order. It will become the judge's order that can be amended at any time based on, various reasons, but your client would always be given notice of any changes. And so I want you to have the opportunity to go through that with your client. Okay, so that she knows exactly what she can expect while she's with us.
Yeah, Jen, I've been through similar contracts with other courts. I've given her an idea about it, but I haven't seen your specific one, Your Honor.
All right.
I can get that to him, Your Honor, in 60 seconds.
Okay, let's have you do that. And then counsel, you want to take an opportunity to speak with your client on the phone? Or are you ready to proceed? You wanna speak with your client?
No, we can proceed, Judge, if the courts will, if the court
I am. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, once you push that button in 60 seconds, are you ready to present, Ms. Hess?
Yeah.
You are muted, Mr. Yancey, and now you disappeared.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm getting ready to go send that now. I'll be right back.
All right, while he's doing that, Mr. Haddad, I would like, because I do want Ms. Hess to witness a graduation today, because it gives everybody something to look forward to. And so we have Catrice, she's already smiling. We have Catrice Bacon today. Miss Bacon is graduating today. Oh my goodness. So indulge me, I'm gonna do her case.
Absolutely, congratulations, Ms. Bacon.
All right, and Ms. Hess, I'd like you to be a part of this so you can see and hear what goes on. Oh my goodness, let's do it. Everybody's laughing. Look, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. This has been a journey for us. My goodness. Miss Bacon, we have left the light on for Miss Bacon. I feel like we should do that commercial. Y'all know that commercial, we'll leave the light on for you. That's Miss Bacon's commercial. We'll leave the light on for you, Miss Bacon. Here we are. Bacon, I'm gonna read the case because she already acting up over there. Here we go. Don't get me going. Here we go. U508-64519 and U466-85418. Catrice Bacon, state your full name for the record.
Catrice Bacon.
Catrice Bacon, good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Fine.
What you crying for over there? I haven't even said anything. What you crying for?
Because all my sisters are behind me.
They are. I see them, and they're supporting you, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Bacon. Oh my goodness, the stories I could tell about Miss Bacon. The stories I could tell about Miss Bacon. I'm gonna make it short. Look, Miss Bacon, the first time I ever met you, you were in my courtroom. I did something I had never ever done before. For some reason, I thought about your mother. I'm a mother. You know that by now. I have 3 babies. They're grown people, but they will always be my babies. And Ms. Bacon, something made me ask. You told me you were from Atlanta. I didn't understand how you got to Detroit, but I knew the situation that you were in while you were in Detroit. And so Ms. Bacon, I asked you, I said, give me your mother's number. That's what I asked you for. I said, I'm gonna call your mother. And you gave me the right number, first of all. And I called her, and I will never forget the sound in her voice when I told her that I had her baby, that her baby was at 36th District Court, that she needed our help, and that you were in a program where we could in fact help her. And your mother was so overjoyed. And I remember that was a defining moment for me in my career, where I realized that I'm here to make a difference.
Wow.
And where I am is where I'm supposed to be.
Wow.
And so, Ms. Bacon, look at you now. It has not been an easy journey with you. You've done everything under the book, under the book too, including popped off at the mouth at me. You remember how you popped off at the mouth with me? Send me to jail. You told me one time, send me to jail. You did it all, Ms. Bacon. And for some reason, every time I wanted to cut you loose, every time I wanted to say, I'm done. She don't want this, then I don't want it for her. I remember your mother's voice.
Wow.
And how she was so excited that you were safe, that you were alive, and that you were going to get help. And so that's why I came up with that commercial. We're gonna leave the light on for you, Miss Bacon. No matter what you do, the light's gonna be on, and we're gonna always take you back, because I know that you can do this. And look at you now. What's
Wow.
different about you, Miss Bacon? What's different?
I grew. I changed my attitude. I changed my ways. I got closer to my higher power. And
Yeah.
I made a second family.
Yeah.
And being there with y'all, like it really helped me. You really showed me how to love myself and to make me grow. And you never gave up on me, not you or Mr. Griffin, none of y'all in the court system. And that really makes me show me that I can do this. Like I can do this for myself. I really was determined to do it.
Yeah. And you did it. Life is so different for you. What are you doing now, Miss Bacon?
I got a job.
You got a job. What are you doing? Where are you working?
At Home Depot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, look at you. You got a job. And you're making good choices, Miss Bacon.
And I'm not going like a roller coaster. I'm going straight up.
Yeah, you going straight up. How are your babies?
They are great.
Yeah, I do want to take this time to thank Mr. Griffin. When Christmas came around, usually I get them, let's go serve food at a shelter or something, because this team, we give back to the community. And Mr. Griffin said you had 4 babies down in Atlanta with your mom for Christmas. And he led the challenge for us to collect and to get some gifts down to Atlanta for your babies. And so, Mr. Griffin, I appreciate you for just having a heart. I think we were able to give each one of the babies a $100 gift card to Target. And your mom was able to get them some things for Christmas. And so it just goes to show the heart that everybody on this team has. And so, Ms. Griffin, thank you for leading that charge. And so, who wants to go next? I got to pull myself together. I want to take myself off of YouTube Live because I don't want nobody thinking the judge got a soft spot. I really don't. I'm getting myself together over here. All right, come on. Who's going next? Ms. Watkins, you want to go next?
Sure, I'll go next. So I'd like to say, first of all, there's a whole team of people here behind me. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, wow. You all are wonderful.
Everyone is supporting Patrice, and I think that is an example of who she is. And like you said, she came into the program and she had some various struggles, but since she's been here at St. Tim House, she's grown into a leader here. There's lots of ladies that look up to her. She has sisters. She has a job. She's parenting her children from a distance and working together with her mom. And she's like a ray of sunshine. So we're so proud of her. And I don't have all the words that I could say because I could go on and on, but she has made a choice to change her life. And we're just really happy that we've been on this journey with her. And we really appreciate all the support from the court and Mr. Griffin. And I really think this is just a way of showing that when we all come together, what can happen. And I think Patrice is just a great example of that. And so we're proud of her beyond words, and we're excited for all the great things that she's going to do.
Yes, as are we. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to say? You better not be over there choked up now.
Yeah, this a tough one for me. Me and Miss Bacon been together over 2 years, and it's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been real, and I just saw the growth in her. As a young woman, when she first came to us, we staffed this case yesterday. It was a lot of struggles. She had been through a lot, away from her kids in a whole different state or whatever. So it was a very uphill battle. So, it wasn't just a normal case. And like you said, Your Honor, it taught us a lot of things. It taught us a lot about our program. It would have been easy to give up and locked her up in jail for 90 days and return her back to the streets, because that's what would have happened. She wouldn't be at St. Tim House. She wouldn't be over there getting the help and stuff that she needed. As far as medical help, she's working. I mean, I don't know where to start from where she started at to where she's at now. And it wasn't easy. Miss Bacon, she can be mean, selfish. She wanted to do things her way, and she fought, And then every time I would talk to her, you know, she'll be apologetic after she had calmed down and thought about things. And so it took a process, and I was willing to go through this process with her. So I just like to say I'm very proud of you. I don't expect anything but great things from you. I have talked to Ms. Watkins, even though you're leaving our program. I still want you to come back at least once a month or something, just to say hi, so we can keep up with your progress of how you're doing. Like the judge always said.
Yes, Mr. Griffin, do you see that?
Yeah, we don't throw you away. You know, you always a part of the family now. And hopefully you can come back one day and teach some of the other women and stuff that's in our program. Because, you know, like Ms. Watkins said, you know, you're becoming a leader. You know, I just wanted you to see the goodness in yourself. You know, things happen, but you can't keep going back to that. You got to progress. And I think that's what you see the self-worth in yourself. And that's what it's about. If you don't see it, it's hard for us to put it into you, but we can help you with it. So you came to us April the 23rd of 2019, and here we are. What's today's date? May the 14th, 2021, over 2 years later, and look at the woman you've grown into. You have successfully completed all the conditions of our drug treatment court program. Very proud of you. Just wish you could continue success. You have my phone number, Miss Watkins has my phone number, cell number. Whenever you need anything or whatever, we can be a help to you. Just always reach back and continue to reach and be great, Ms. Bacon, because I don't expect anything but greatness from you. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, team members.
Just want to chime in real quick, Ms. Bacon. I'm really, really proud of you. I remember when you first came in, your struggles, but you overcame all those struggles. We was happy to send those gifts to your children. That's what it's about, your extended family. And also, I just want to give a shout out to our law enforcement agencies, because Ms. Bacon was a community referral.
Yeah.
She basically came through them, and we were happy to service her. So we're really proud of you, Ms. Bacon. Thanks to Sanctum House. You ladies do a great job over there. And that's it. Continue the good job, Ms. Bacon. We're proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Bacon.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Bacon, you have 2 cases on the docket, and they're both dismissible cases, and I'm going to make a motion to dismiss these cases. But before I make that motion, I want to make a few comments. I want to talk. I believe I was the first team member 2 years ago to talk to you. You came in through the community referral. You were in one of the detention rooms. I stepped back and talked to you. And as many of my clients, first thing is, when am I going home? How do I go home? How do I get out of here? But you had an opportunity to talk to the court, to the judge, and the program was explained to you, the drug treatment court program, and you volunteered to participate in it. And it was one of the best choices you've ever made in your life, because the program was able to give you tools to allow you to make better choices. You talked about employment, you talked about education, your reconnection with your family. During the journey, I know that you like to cook, and we talked about culinary school, and I know you're concerned about that. But you're a great person. You look good. You sound good. When I first met you, I think you weighed about 100 pounds, but now it's a little different, but that's great too.
Mr. Reed, Ms. Bacon, you know Mr. Reed. Go ahead, Mr. Reed.
I had to put that in, Ms. Bacon, because you know I love you. Good work. Keep up the good work. We're here for you. I'm going to make the motion. I'm going to stop talking. Ms. Bacon, you know I love you, so keep up the good work. I'm making a motion on the following 2 cases, Judge. U 466-85418 and U 508U 4519. I hope I got those numbers right. If I didn't, the judge will correct me. Moving to dismiss those cases. Congratulations, Ms. Bacon. Long life, good life. We're so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Bacon.
Thank you, Your Honor. You know, last night, Ms. Bacon, I was thinking about words that would describe you, and what came to my mind was life affirming. You affirm life. You were down this path that was going to lead nowhere. You turned it around. This program, what I think is best about this program is it gives people the opportunity to turn themselves around, and you did that. You did the hard work. You did the heavy lifting. You are life affirming. You will do great things. I know you will. Keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Well, let me address Mr. Reed's motion as to the two matters that he's placed on the record. Those are both dismissible offenses. They are dismissed without prejudice. And my clerk has informed me that you have no other outstanding matters at 36 District Court. So you are all set for life. You better not ever have any outstanding matters at 36 District Court, because you are forever attached to us. They're going to send you to me. And you know I will never, ever forget you. And look, I was asked if you could come back every 30 days or every 60 days to check in with us. Absolutely. We do not throw you away. You can Zoom in when the court opens back up. As long as you had a vaccine, you can walk in and you can call us on the phone, whatever you need, Ms. Bacon, because we care about you. We have always loved you. You will always have a special place in our hearts. And so I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating the graduation of Patrice Bacon. Let's do it, y'all. Congratulations to you. I'm so proud of you. All right, look, now they told me you wanted to come back and check in with me. I'm like the Patrice Bacon that said she wanted to go to jail. I don't want to deal with you. Look at this, just can't get rid of her. Look, come in. I can't put you on my docket, but I plan to see you at the end of next month. No, by the 15th of next month, whatever that Friday is. Okay. I plan to see you. What date is that, Mr. Griffin?
I'm not sure, but I'll be in contact with Ms. Watkins and to make sure we continue to follow up. Did speak with Ms. Watkins about aftercare and things like that. So they are providing all that with Ms. Bacon. She would continue on in her program. And from my understanding, she wants to stay there and she wants to continue her succession on it.
All right, very good. And look, I want to make sure, Ms. Watkins, when you bring her back on a Friday, I want her to come on a Friday so that she can encourage some of the other ladies that come to see us on Fridays. Sure. That's what I'd like Ms. Bacon to be able to do. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right, very good. You'll get all of your paperwork by way, I don't know if we can mail it out, but Mr. Griffin will make sure that you're able to get it.
Yeah, I talked to Ms. Watkins and set it up how to send her discharge papers, her certificate, and all that stuff, Your Honor.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, ma'am. And of course, when one day we have an in-person graduation, we certainly want Ms. Bacon to come back and tell her story to encourage so many others that need the help. All right, Ms. Bacon.
All right.
Do well. Thank you, Ms. Watson. Thank you to Sanctum House. We appreciate everything that you do. Our relationship is only going to get better, so thank you.
Yes, agreed. I want you to see our executive director is here too. She's in the corner, but
goodness, good morning to you. Oh my goodness. Tell me your name on the record.
I've heard so much good things about the work that you guys are doing, and we really appreciate it.
And we appreciate the work that you all are doing at Sanctum House. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Patrice Bacon will forever be a poster child for the excellent work that you all do at Sanctum House. So thank you so much. Good to meet you.
Okay, thank you. And we're so proud of her, and thank you for your help.
Yes, all right. We'll be sending more. We'll be sending more. Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Patrice Bacon.
Bye. Well, see you later. See you later.
That's right. Don't say goodbye. Say see you later. There you go. I'll see you later. All right. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready on Miss Hess. We're ready?
Okay.
All right. Attorney Haddad, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it. I'm recalling Z8067051. Your appearances again for the record.
Bear Seded, P71538 on behalf of Miss Hess.
All right, and Ms. Hess, state your name again for me.
Sandra Hess.
All right, and so Attorney Haddad, you've had an opportunity to look at what the court will be signing as an order on today with respect to your client,
Yes, ma'am.
and you had an opportunity to go over those terms and conditions with your client.
So Judge, they actually forgot to email it to me until just before. I was just on the phone with Ms. Drew when you called the case. That's why I was on the phone. So I have not told her about it, but it can literally take me 1 minute to go over it.
Okay, so that's okay. I'll go ahead and mute yourself, and you can
Okay.
talk to your client, and I'll call the rest of my docket.
Sorry
Okay.
again, Judge.
All
Okay,
right.
thank
Oh,
you.
no problem. No problem. All right, let's do it. Let's do the remainder of the docket. Mr. Cicero, Miss Robs, did Mr. Cicero do what he was supposed to do? Oh, where's Miss Robs? Oh, there she is. Miss Robs?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Cicero did. He followed up, Your Honor, with the requirements that he was supposed to follow up. He contacted the 1-800 number. He is waiting for them to call him back. He provided a reference number. He's also being set up for testing with ATS.
All right, so he'll start his testing immediately, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. So that's case number Z8053541 for DeJuan Cicero. And Miss Robs, when do you have Mr. Cicero coming back to court? Is he gonna come back next week?
Yes, Your Honor. He can, well, it'll be on the 21st, Your Honor, I apologize, May 21st, 2021.
All right, May 21st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, Ms. Robs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I also have the matter of Linda Lyons, U390711517. Ms. Drew, was that matter just so that she could pay her fines and costs?
Let me double check, Judge, and that was for,
Linda Lyons.
Lyons.
Yeah, I'll keep going while you're doing that. I have Stephanie Horenstein, 200-445-7101. Ms. Horenstein had a face-to-face on today. What's her return to court date?
Your Honor, it's June 4th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, and that face-to-face was conducted?
Not yet. We have an appointment this afternoon.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
wonderful. Thank you. And then I have the following matters for Carrie Lynn St. Charles, SP 9956111, U244-79015, U244-97315. Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, she will be returning on June 4th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom, and she is also scheduled to have her face-to-face this afternoon.
All right, very good. Thank you. And then on Linda Lyons, Ms. Drew, case number U390-71517. I saw your message. It was adjourned for payment. Is that correct?
Yes, it was, Judge.
And she did not make her payment?
She did not pay, no, the payment has not been made.
All right, schedule that. Let's schedule that one for a show cause, Ms. Drew. We'll follow that format because I want to make sure that her payment is not sitting somewhere because we've had that issue. So I'm not going to issue a warrant. Let's schedule her for a show cause and put it on my docket for 2 weeks, okay? From
For 2
today's
weeks,
date,
yes, ma'am.
which would be the 28th of, no, let's go out an additional week. I need the next Friday.
Okay.
What would be the next Friday after the 28th?
It would be June 4th.
All right, so she'll be on my docket June 4th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. All right, very good. And then with that, I believe that's the entire docket other than Ms. Hess. And when you all are ready on Ms. Hess, please let me know. I'm gonna leave my speaker on. You all can let me know when you're ready.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Or just ask her when she go ahead and sign them, okay? The order, then you can go ahead and tell them that. I still can't believe it, huh?
We're done. If the court was waiting for Ms. Hess, we're all set.
Are you ready, Attorney Hadid?
Yes, sir. Yep, we just got off the phone.
Okay. I think the judge can hear us. So if not, Ms. Drew will let her know that we're ready to proceed.
Yes, yeah, just.
We'll wait patiently.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry, Mr. Reed, I heard you or saw you. Is there anything were you talking?
No.
All right, parties are ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. I'm gonna call the case Z80675051. The parties have already placed their appearances on the record. Mr. Yancey, you are presenting Ms. Hess on today. Attorney Haddad, you've had the opportunity to review what will start off as the court's order with respect to your client.
Yes, we finally have, Judge. Thank you so much for that opportunity.
All right, no problem. And your client understands that I'm able to change that order, amend it at any time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Did you also take the time to determine, Mr. Haddad, that your client is eligible pursuant to Michigan law to participate in our specialty court?
Yes, I believe she is eligible, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. With that, Mr. Yancey, you may present Ms. Hess.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. As we did staff this case, and as we stated before the court this morning, Your Honor, is Cassandra Hess, and she's seeking acceptance into our sobriety court this morning. Ms. Hess is 40 years old and she's single. She does not have any dependents. She's before the court on a second drinking and driving conviction. She admits to having used substances that brought her before the court this morning. She currently does not have a valid license according to our records. She's a resident of the city of Westland and resides there with her boyfriend. She reports being in good general health at this time, Your Honor. She reports having earned a GED and has some community college credit and has earned a certificate in medical assistance. She is currently unemployed at this time. Reports receiving $160 weekly in benefits at this time. And she reports that her main support system is her boyfriend. And she reports that the environment that she's currently in Westland is an environment that is conducive to sobriety, Your Honor.
All right, very good. What about the status of her license? I think you told me in staff.
From what we have, she does not have a valid license at this time.
Okay, very
Judge,
good.
she just got the revocation in the mail recently. This is actually a third within 10 years. So she had one in 2012, she had two in 2020, and that's why we're here, Judge.
Right, and this isn't a transfer case, so this originated with us, and so this is her third, but she was not charged with a felony.
So this is technically her second, but this is her second conviction. The third conviction just happened up north in Sault Ste. Marie. So she got these two, one was in June and one was in July of 2020. These cases were pending at the same time during the pandemic. And she pled on this one a few months ago, 2-3 months ago, and she just pled on the other one last month. Or earlier this month, actually.
All right. All right, and so thank you so much, counsel. Mr. Yancey, are there any conditions that were in place? I believe you told me in staff and she was referred by Judge, what did you tell me? By Judge Millhouse, Donna Robinson Millhouse. And so did she have any conditions in place?
I don't believe Mills House had any conditions. She has some conditions at another court where she has been screening. And I did have some contact with her prior to this court hearing. So I did actually refer her to a treatment program, and she actually has an appointment on May 20th of this year to start at adult well-being with Ms. Glenn.
All right, and did she undergo any assessments at 36th District Court?
Yes, she did.
Okay, and which ones did she do? She did the Needs Plus?
She did the, yes, I'm sorry, she did do the Needs Plus, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you have the rating for her risk?
Yes, her risk level, she was low risk for the criminal activity, and she was a medium risk for reuse.
All right, very good. And so we also know that we need to get a clinical assessment, and I'm certain you'll arrange for that to happen and to get that report from adult well-being within 30 days, right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, anything else, Mr. Yancey?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, Attorney Haddad, is there anything else you'd like me to know about your client?
Judge, just very, very briefly, she's now actually 41 years old. She had a birthday last month. She's 100% native Chippewa. She was fully gainfully employed prior to the pandemic at a warehouse working with medical moldings. It's almost like a factory / warehouse. And she has been actively trying to get new employment. So she's just not sitting on the unemployment. She's had a few different opportunities that she's hoping will pan out to get her, either get her old job back once they're rehiring or to get another one. She has been testing since pretty much last summer, 2 ETGs a week. She's been clean. She's did a drug test, I believe, for her PSI with this court, and that, according to the PSI, was clean. So she's doing something right, but she definitely, I think, given her history, this being her third, she definitely needs the program.
All right. All right, thank you. And so Ms. Hess, do you want to work the program with us?
Yes, Your Honor,
All right, tell me why.
because I feel like I need the help. First of all, with how I've been in trouble lately. So I'm just excited and I'm interested in changing myself.
All
And
right.
find a different way to cope with my, the reason why I drink.
And Judge, right before this happened, she was, I forgot to mention, she was recent, and I didn't mean to interrupt, but she was recently out of, this wasn't the PSI, she was out of a abusive relationship with someone who heavily drank every single day. And, obviously she's in a better place now, but she needs to do what she needs to do to make sure it stays forever.
Absolutely. Wonderful. And so I'm glad to hear you say, Ms. Hess, that you understand that how you cope with things, you drink, and that's an issue. You understand that that's an issue and you want help for it. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you are in the right place. We have a program with a proven track record that if you want the help and you work with us, that you'll get exactly what you need. And so I'm glad that you're with us. You know that there are a lot of requirements. It's not an easy program to work, but it's certainly one that's doable. You will have a case manager assigned to you, but not just a case manager, you'll have a whole team surrounding you. We have attorneys that are assigned to drug treatment court. You're welcome to have your own, but we have folks that are assigned. We also have our case managers. You've met Mr. Yancey. I'm not certain, will this case be assigned to you, Mr. Yancey?
I'm pretty sure it will be, Your Honor.
All right, so you'll have a great case manager. I don't know if you recognized earlier, we had our coordinator on, Mr. Morgan, who's the specialty court coordinator. He works very closely with the individuals that are in our programs. And then we have other case managers, and we're all hands on deck to make sure that people get what they need, that they are able to, there's Ms. Robs, yes, that they are able to work the program successfully. And so if you want to do this program, you certainly will be able to do it. It's going to require sacrifice. You will be held accountable for your choices, and you're going to have to exercise a high level of discipline. But we are here to help you. We want to see you succeed. We want to see you do well. We want you to get everything out of this that you desire to get. And as you indicated, you want to do better. You want to change your life. You've been getting in trouble and you want to go in a different direction. And so you can get all of those things if you commit to working this program. So do I have your commitment to work the program with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so Ms. Hess, I'm certain that on today, Mr. Yancey is going to circle back to you to make sure that you know about your testing. That's random. Right. You do have to call every day, but it'll be random testing. You can't miss a test. We don't do makeup tests. On the day that your color drops, you must test. You must get up and move and go and test. Mr. Yancey, we've already talked about you're going to get some assessments done so we can make sure that you're able to dig deep and understand why your response to issues is that you drink, so that you can learn some other coping mechanisms. And so that's going to be exciting, I hope, for you, because you'll learn how to do something different. And so I'm excited about you coming into the program. And I don't know if you have any questions. Do you have any questions for the team today?
Yes, I wanted to ask because they agreed for me to continue dropping where I was dropping. So do I have to go to the jams now?
Mr. Yancey will let you know the answer to that. Mr. Yancey, do you know right now where you're going to have her testing?
Your Honor, since she's in Westland, I believe there's a jams in Westland, so we'll probably work that out. I have had a lot of contact with Ms. Hess. It's all been positive. She's really been diligent with her screenings where she is now. So I anticipate that's going to be a real smooth transition regarding screening.
All right, very good. And so I don't know if Ms. Hess, you were asking if you could stay with the screening site that you're using right now, but have that conversation with Mr. Yancey and we'll work with you, okay? As long as there's some things that they're required to do. Everybody doesn't want to do it. Also, we have an agreement with JAMS where they don't charge full price for individuals that are in specialty court. We also have another testing facility, ATS, and I believe on-site, that we get a couple of perks if you're in specialty court. And so, but have that conversation with Mr. Yancey, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. You have any other questions for me or for the team?
No, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. I do have Mr. Yancey. Did you take the time to determine whether or not Ms. Hess, if she's ever been a violent offender and if she is a substantial threat to the public?
I did take the time. She's not a substantial risk to the public. She's never been a violent offender either, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Ms. Drew, I see your message in the chat. Does that mean she does not have any other outstanding matters at 36th District Court?
Yes, that is what that means, Judge. She has no outstanding cases with us.
All right, wonderful. I know I sent you a couple of messages and I couldn't remember who I was referring, who you were answering for. All right, very good. And so, counsel, Attorney Haddad, I do have a question. You said that your client pled guilty in Sault Ste. Marie. Did they place her on a probation? Because we want to make sure that we're working with and not against Ms. Hess. You know, that we're not overburdening
Yeah,
her.
I don't believe she's been sentenced yet, Judge. Ms. Hess, can you speak to that? Whether you're expecting to be placed on probation up there, and when you're going to be sentenced?
I think that once this goes through, once I go to court, they're waiting on me to finish my assessment, which I'm actually scheduled an appointment today for me to finish, and then I have a court date June 6th to go back. So maybe then once they know that I'm in this intense treatment, they could give me probation. I'm really not sure. I could get jail time up to 93 days in jail. So
all right,
I don't know yet.
All right, so that means June 6th is right around the corner, Ms. Hess. You need to hit the ground running with us. It sounds like you already have. And so, Mr. Yancey, one of the things we do, Attorney Haddad, is that we do reach out to other courts. I have no jurisdiction in other courts. I have no authority whatsoever, but we do let them know what we're doing here at 36th District Court. And so we usually get the cooperation of other courts. They'll work with us. They're usually glad to have us do all of this work, and they just, you know, wait patiently on the process. And I'm gonna mute you all in the courtroom because I'm on the record. All right.
That sounds great, Your Honor. That sounds
so
really,
Mr.
really nice.
Yancey will do that. Mr. Yancey, if you could make sure but keep us informed about what happens on June 6th, because we don't want to work in two different probations and yeah.
Ms. Hess, I think what the judge is trying to say is that the court is Mr. Yancey is gonna let the other court know in Sault Ste. Marie that you've been accepted into drug treatment court and that it's an intense program and that you're going to be doing all these different requirements, and hopefully that will be positive to them and they might treat you a little better.
One question, Mr. Hess, are you representing her on that case also, or?
I am not actually. She is a court appointed up there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's very important for you to inform them that you have been accepted into our drug court program. A lot of judges look at that because they know the work that we do. So that's very important to let them know that you have been placed into our sobriety court program. So that may give you like a non-reporting probation. They may even transfer the supervision down to us and let us run the cases together. And that's what the Judge Holmes was trying to get across, that we don't want you doing two different separate probations. So make sure fully that your court-appointed attorney know that you have been accepted into our sobriety court program.
Okay.
Now don't go and tell them Judge Holmes said I'm not working to probation.
No.
May not go over well. All right.
If I may add, if she gets a copy of her drug treatment court order, she might want to present that to whoever's representing her up in Sault Ste. Marie, so that they will know what drug treatment court has ordered her to do as far as the different requirements. So if she can get that paperwork or either electronically, whatever, transfer it to Sault Ste. Marie, it might benefit her.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. I did send it to her already. Yep, she has it.
All right, very good. And then what we need to make sure she gets the final copy that has my signature and all of the signatures on it so that the attorney knows that it is in fact the court's order. And the judge may want to review that. All right. If nothing else, I'm going to welcome you now to our specialty court program. I look forward to working with you and working for you. I'm going to see you back, Mr. Yancey. I would like to see her back. She's going to have that assessment. I think you said on the 20th. Is that right?
That's her first contact with adult well-being. It'll be on the 20th.
So I'll still put her out 2 weeks. Well, that's not going to work because the 28th is a block date.
25th, Your Honor. Yep, 25th.
It would be the 25th.
That Tuesday, yes.
Okay, let's do the 25th. Does that work for you, Ms. Hess? May 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay.
And you would Zoom, I would Zoom into my courtroom just like you did on today.
Okay.
All right, very good. Any questions for us, Ms. Hess?
No.
No questions, Attorney Haddad? Any questions for us?
No, just thank you very much, Judge. It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
I know, and when I see you all, I still get butterflies in my stomach. How's Attorney Smith doing?
He's doing great. He's doing great. He's excited to, he finally just got his vaccine and he's excited to get back out in the world, so.
Wonderful. Tell him I said thank you. I have mine as well.
Yeah, he's a social butterfly, so he was, he was waiting.
I can only imagine. So make sure you tell him I asked about him.
I will.
And your wife.
Yeah, she's doing great. We have 2 babies now, Judge. We got a 3.5-year-old and a 1.5.
Busy.
Yep. 2 boys, 3.5 and 1.5. So.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Wow. Congratulations to you. You have your hands full. That's why I didn't recognize you at first. You have less.
I know, I shaved my head and I lost my hair. Yep.
Congratulations to you. Good to see you. Thank you for bringing Ms. Hess on. She's in great hands. And so I don't know if you're going to continue to come back, but we have great attorneys that are assigned to our treatment court program. They represent the clients. We are friendly today, but just do understand that they do advocate for their clients. While we all are on one team at all times, they advocate for the best interest of their client. And so I just want to let you know that.
No, it was wonderful watching today. I mean, you have a great drug court. I've never seen anything like it. And usually if they ever need an attorney in drug court, I usually let them, I usually recommend they use the ones that you guys have appointed, unless there's some really special issues. So yeah, no, I agree.
All right, very good. All right, everybody, that ends the docket for this morning. And so thank you, Attorney Haddad.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
God bless. Take care.
All right, same to you. All right, team. I sent the warrant for, okay. Mr. Morgan is about to go. Everybody's sending me messages. Y'all really think I can multitask? I love the way y'all have so much confidence in me. All right, very good. We're waiting for Mr. Morgan. I'm going to go off live because I don't think there are any more cases that I need to call. Is that correct? I think we're good. All right. I need to put Mr. Gooden's matter on the record. Ms. Robs, do you have the case number for Mr. Gooden? And everybody should be up to par on what's going on with Mr. Gooden. We talked about him in staffing on yesterday. He was ordered to report back to inpatient treatment. This court is certainly concerned about Mr. Gooden. He self-reported that he had used crack cocaine and that he was also under the influence of alcohol. Also, his brother had some conversation with Ms. Robs stating that he was in bad shape. I am sincerely concerned about Mr. Gooden at the age of 69, having been cleaned at least for the last 30 to 45 days, where he was in inpatient treatment at Emmanuel House. And then the first day that he gets out, he goes back and uses crack cocaine. I am concerned. I need him back with us alive. And so Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, the recommendation was made that a warrant be issued for Mr. Gooden's arrest so that we can get him in, get him detoxed, and get him into treatment. I'm not interested in keeping him in jail. I'm interested in getting him into treatment, but he did not go. We gave the brother the opportunity to bring him to the VA hospital yesterday because he is a veteran and he would have received some special services where he would have been examined and then transported to Emmanuel House. That brother did not bring him to the Veterans Administration. And so I'm very, very much so concerned about the health, safety, and welfare of Mr. Gooden. And so I've entertained the request to issue a warrant for to pick him up. And I'm inclined to sign that warrant. I'll hear from you all. Somebody has something going on in the background. All right. I'll hear from the attorneys if there's any objection.
No objections, Judge. We recognize that Mr. Gooden is in the Veterans Treatment Program, and he does need our help. As the court indicated, he was clean for approximately 30 days, and we know that recent use can be a shock to his system. We don't want him to hurt himself, so I have no objections, Judge.
And Your Honor, I might add, we don't know his whereabouts at this time. He's not been in contact with us. We are also concerned.
All right, very good. And Ms. Robb, since your last statement yesterday evening, early this morning, I mean, she's been on top of this thing with Mr. Gooden. No change in his status?
No, Your Honor, no change.
All right. Ms. Drew, I'm gonna have you make sure that his the warrant that I'm going to issue, that it has the stamp of Veterans Treatment Court, or at least the Drug Treatment Court stamp on it, so that they know they need to pick him up. And then I'd like you all to make contact with Mr. Morgan, with Officer E, because he's somebody we need to get, and we need to get him really soon. I'm very much so concerned about Mr. Gooden. All right, Miss Drew, not Miss Drew, Miss Robbs, with that, can you place the case numbers on the record for Mr. Gooden?
Yes, Your Honor. 1905 793 301. And second case, Your Honor, is U55 883 920.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Drew. So I need warrants on both of those matters. All right, very good. Thank you. And I think that ends the docket for this morning. So I'll go off live and see if we have any housekeeping.
One more case, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Mr. Wilson is in the D room, Judge. I had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wilson, Judge. We had a great conversation. I explained the program to Mr. Wilson. He had a little bit of misunderstanding what was going on, but after having that conversation, he likes to continue our program, Judge. He understands.
Yeah, and what it was, Mr. Morgan, he never gave the program a chance. He was with us less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks. He never tested. He never did anything. So he can't say that it was too much because he never did nothing. So when he said those statements or whatever, I was looking at him like, you signed your contract in September the 13th and you absconded October, less than 30 days. So you didn't go to, I mean, he never gave it an opportunity. So, that was my only concern. Like, if he want the services, let's give him the services. But, he can't say that it was too much. No, we have people in the hospitals. I mean, I just look at our program. I just think our program is just incredible. So he can't sit up and he can't say that. So, but he was willing to do 90 days. I'm glad you went down there and explained to him, because I like to help people. Like we talk about, Mr. Morgan, it's better to help people than send people to jail. But when I hear a person say they willing to do 90 days in jail, that is crazy to me.
Sometimes our thought process gets a little cloudy. And when you get a chance to sit down and think about things, and you think about your family and outside world, and listen to our court.
And you smell that D room, go ahead.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So we had a good conversation, Judge. So if we can bring him back out. Let's see if we can get him processed, and then but he understands what's expected of him, and he's willing to do it, and he said he wants to do it.
Now, Mr. Morgan, he's not just saying this because he don't want to go to jail.
No, he really wants it. We really didn't understand about drug treatment court, like you say, Judge. He walked in this morning, knowing that he could possibly go to jail. I
was putting out the olive branch, and he took it and snapped it in half and threw it back at me.
Yeah, he did.
Sometime
but y'all know where I was yesterday in staff, and I'm like, nope, he's got to jail. Nope. Nope. And then I came in this morning. I'm like, is that being really reported in the 36th District Court? I extended the olive branch. He snapped that thing in half and threw it in my face.
Well, you know, sometimes branches grow real fast. So this one has grown back, and he still wants that olive branch.
You taped it back together.
Oh,
You taped it back together.
He wants it. So if we can bring him out, Judge, and keep that olive branch extended to him, I think he'll be okay. We talked about everything, Judge. So he understands. He'll rather, sometimes the way you explain things to the individuals, they see a different side of it, and he sees a lot more pros than and cons. I tell you that now. So,
and hopefully he knows we want to work with him. We won't work against him.
Yes,
Yeah.
We want to work with him.
And since then, testing, because I looked at his contract, we were testing 3 times a week back then. Now it's 2 times a week. So, not that make any difference, but just the benefits. So, I know I made a recommendation to keep him there till next Friday for the sanction or whatever. The original recommendation was to bring him back on Monday and hold the other days in advance. So if y'all in agreement to bring them back on Monday to kind of get them processed and get them into treatment and things like that, I will be in favor of that.
I'm trying to see if we can hold all them days in advance and get them released today and get them assessed over there at DRP.
Okay, well, I'm fine.
That's my recommendation, Judge. He walked in today. He knew he could possibly be going to jail. Now he sees the bigger picture. So, I know we always say, Judge, it's case by case, and then, it's a case by case. So I'm recommending that he be released, he gets his assessment completed, he starts treatment, and then if he mess up, then you always get them days held in abeyance.
All right, Mr. Vikings, Mr. Reed.
Weekend or today.
Judge, as I said earlier, and I prefer treatment over jail. Mr. Fikens and I talk every morning before court, and he mentioned this morning the word treatment over jail. So I'm gonna give him credit every time I say that, treatment over jail. Mr. Fikens mentioned it first. But Judge, I have no objections, as I indicated. We start the program today. That's my recommendation.
And I'm in agreement with that, Judge. I mean, even though it was kind of I know how much Mr. Reed worked with him and how we thought it was going to go and how he advocated for him in staffing. And then he came in and did what he did. So while I have some emotional ties with what Mr. Griffin is saying, I do believe that it's let's get him into treatment. If I certainly stand behind Mr. Morgan. He's met with him, he's talked with him. I trust Mr. Morgan.
Right. Let me hear from Mr. Wilson. Where is he? Officer, can you bring Mr. Wilson back out?
Let me down, young man.
I don't make a decision without hearing from the party involved.
I know, Judge.
Sometimes our clients don't know how to speak correctly, Judge, when they're so
they say I want to go to jail.
Right.
Sometimes
here's Mr. Wilson.
They say, children say the darndest things. Sometimes our clients say the darndest things.
All right, Mr. Reed. All right, Miss Drew, I'm gonna have you unmute in the courtroom. I have muted you all. I'm gonna ask you to unmute for me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm recalling the following matter, Z8070501. Mr. Wilson, state your full name for the record, please.
Lamar Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, you were before me early this morning. You said you wanted to go to jail. What's going on with you now? Because I'm hearing something different. What's going on?
Like he explained to me, I didn't really try to work the program order, let it help me. So I do want to try it. I don't want to be selfish. Like you said, that was being selfish. And I didn't even think about my daughter or, like nothing about it. I didn't even arrange nothing for her to be taken care of. I definitely would like to not be selfish and try to work the program if that's optional.
That's what we want you to do, Mr. Wilson. We want you to work the program. You can do it. Who's going to get this case if he comes back into the program, Mr. Morgan?
They're probably going to I'm just presenting it wasn't my case, it probably, I'm gonna take Gotti a meal, so it may go into a round robin, or I may keep it depending on what he says.
We're gonna let Mr. Griffin handle this case.
All right.
Good job with, you know, our he does a good job, but you know, he has a way to
Yeah. And Mr. Wilson, I'm just looking at you, 31 years old. You say you have a daughter and things like that. I have daughters, whatever. You got to set the example. Spending 90 days in jail is not setting an example for anybody. I mean, you came to us, you got a drug driving case. Got referred to our drug treatment program. You didn't even get a program a chance. I mean, you don't know how it could benefit you. We have job opportunities. I mean, we have a lot of stuff that's going on right now that can really benefit you and help you. Driver's license, I mean, everything that you need at this point. So if you're willing to work, I'm willing to work with you, but you have to be willing to do the work. But you can't say you're just going to do it just to do it. It's going to take work, and it's probably going to take you cutting off some friends and a lot of different things to get to this process. So if your daughter and what you saying mean that much to you, I mean, I think you should stay in the program.
Mr. Wilson?
All right. I understand everything you're saying. You're absolutely right.
Now, Mr. Wilson, I hope you're not just jiving me today and saying you want to work the program because you don't want to go to jail. Because here's the thing. If you don't work the program, hold on. If you don't work the program, jail is still an option because you have a very serious charge before this court. I want to see you come in the program, roll up your sleeves, work with Mr. Griffin, tell him what your issues are so that we can work with you. You've got to sacrifice in this program. You're going to be held accountable in the program, and you're going to have to exercise a high level of discipline. But we are all here ready and willing to work with you if you'll join us at the table. So are you willing to do that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Wilson, I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. Look, you're gonna have to start working the program today. You're gonna have to start working the program today. Mr. Morgan, how quickly can we get him over to DRP for assessment?
Judge, I'm gonna grab Mr. Griffin's business card. I'm gonna take it down to Mr. Wilson so he has that contact, and then they can be in contact with each other, and then Mr. Griffin can set them up with referrals. But I'm pretty sure if we can't get in there today, Monday at the latest, so we just need to make some calls.
All right.
We have an MOU with them, so I think we're at the top of the list now. So
all right.
So
wonderful. And what about testing? How quickly can you all get him set up with testing?
Yeah, I'm not in the office. If somebody just can give a referral to jail to start testing today, if he's going to be released today. So if he needs to start testing over the weekend, initial test going today or tomorrow, so we can know exactly where we're starting from. If he has been drinking or using anything, we'll know where we're starting from this point, and then we can proceed. So if someone can just get the referral over there and just give him the instructions to report immediately, and then we'll go forward.
All right. So I need you to go and test today, Mr. Wilson. Do you understand that?
Okay.
No excuses. You must test today. Have you been using any substances?
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No.
Okay, very good. I need you to go test so we know what we're working with, okay? And then you're going to get Mr. Griffin's card. You're going to contact Mr. Griffin today. All right?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Wilson, I want you to make sure no driving, no driving, no driving. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You do not have a valid license. If you drive and you don't have a valid license, you are going to probably go to jail. Because what I am going to do, Mr. Reed and Mr. Feigen and the rest of the team, is that I am going to hold the sanction for being an absconder. I'm going to hold 30 days in abeyance, 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I'm holding it in abeyance. I'm going to give him an opportunity to work the program. So he's not even going to jail for the weekend. I want him to start working the program on today. That means no alcohol consumption, no smoking marijuana, no hookah, no CBD products, all of those things. And of course, no narcotics, no illegal drugs, right? It starts today. You're going to test a minimum of 2 times per week. It's random, but you have to call every day. But your color should only drop twice a week unless this court changes that order. If it drops more than twice a week, you still need to go. You let your case manager know and we'll make the adjustments, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And Your Honor, just one other question. He did plead guilty in front of Judge Ford on April the 28th for NOP, and he had to pay a $285 fine, and it was due by 4/28. I don't know if he paid that fine or not.
Did you pay that fine, Mr. Wilson?
I had a bond applied, and the lady said give it a couple days, and it should already be taken care of on its own.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bond applied to it, and she said the bond was going toward it, and it should already be taken care of.
All right, very good. It might take some time to declare up in the system, but we'll, Mr. Griffin, keep that on the radar because we want to make sure that that's taken care of, okay, before he leaves.
Okay, Your Honor.
And then I need a new contract for our new order for Mr. Wilson. I need to make sure I get that as well. If you're not able to locate one because it's been so long,
No,
make sure that I get one.
I had the original file, Your Honor, but like I said, he didn't spend any time or whatever, so I'm gonna do a completely new contract.
Okay.
And I'll send that over to you with the conditions.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Wilson, you have any questions for us today?
No.
Are you looking forward to working? Are you looking forward to working with us, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, and I'd like to thank everybody for giving me a second chance.
Absolutely, that's what we do in problem solving court. So now I want you to make it count.
And Your Honor, I would still like to bring them back next Friday just for a progress to let you know everything that's going on.
All right, very good. Did you hear that, Mr. Wilson? You're gonna come back and see me next week, Friday on the 21st.
Via
at
Zoom.
8:30 a.m., but you're gonna do it on Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, you don't have to come down to the courtroom. Mr. Wilson, let me just say this to you. The only reason you're not going to the Wayne County Jail today is because you came down to that courthouse as ordered. And as I indicated to you earlier, my apologies. I usually don't have people come down to the courthouse if I'm not there, but I'm waiting on my test results. I know I'm good, but I care about people and I want to keep my staff and everybody safe. So thank you for being in compliance with the court's orders. You do have a choice. It can be a good choice or a bad choice that you make, but you do have a choice. So thank you for complying with the court's orders.
Judge, if I might add, I just looked up that matter that Mr. Griffin talked about. There was a fine levied. There was a $240 bond that's still open. It hasn't been applied yet.
Okay.
It would cover most, if not all of it. So it just hasn't been done.
All right. And so, Ms. Drew?
Yes.
Well, that case belongs to somebody else right now. We'll have to look at it, but maybe, I'm sure they're gonna get it applied so it can get closed out.
There's no
Yes, they
indication.
will.
I just want to let the court know.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Fikens. All right. Okay, Mr. Wilson, let's do it. I'll see you next week, Friday, okay?
Okay, see you Friday.
All right, on Zoom, make sure I think you know how to get on Zoom. You were on before. So do
Is
Zoom,
it the same number?
Yes, it is the same number.
Okay.
All right, take care, sir.
You do the same, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Officer, Ms. Drew, for taking care of that in-court matter. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, Mr. Griffin. All right, does that end the docket? Officer, you can take, Mr. Wilson is free to leave now.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Mr. Wilson, hold on, Mr. Wilson. Don't leave the courtroom. I'm on my way down with your information.
Officer, did you hear that? He needs to stay in the courtroom. Mr. Morgan has information.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I just heard someone chime in. I'm not certain, but we're closing the docket. I want to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Do you all know who just signed on? I don't want to miss anybody.
No one new signed on, Judge, or at least.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah,
No?
yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, I thought I just heard somebody sign on. All right, very good. I'm going to stop. Give me one